Good morning. It's lovely to connect with you today. My name is Leanne Peters. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to pull some cards and share some guidance for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's the 17th, 18th and 19th of November 2023. So while you're coming over, I want to send out a big, huge, extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light members, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. So I'm coming to you live now from Tasmania, Australia, where it is Friday the 17th of November, and the time is exactly 7:56 a.m. So in 1 hour, I will be hosting my next online card reading club. So I look forward to connecting with those of you joining me in an hour. I thought I'd squeeze in a video before then, so welcome. And plus, it's actually fairly warm out here. I thought it was cold. It was quite cold inside, but sitting here in the sun, it's quite beautiful. It's only 7 degrees Celsius, but the sun's got some punch to it at the moment. So I trust you've been well. And if you're new to watching, what I'm going to be doing is using my combined Animal Kingdom Oracle cards with my Speed of Light Oracle, and I'll be using these cards. It's frozen. I've got one viewer. I wonder why it's frozen. Am I unfrozen? I'll be using my Oracle cards today, which are combined Animal Kingdom with my Speed of Light Oracle, to find the best cards that the majority of us need for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm not pulling cards for individuals. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust you've been led here for a reason. So am I frozen still? Can you hear me? I'm getting a couple more people coming in. Can you let me know if you can hear me and see me okay? If not, I'll quickly move location. I might quickly move location anyway, because it looks a bit dodgy. So let's go on a bit of a walk. I'll go a bit closer to my Wi-Fi. So, can you hear me okay, everybody? Am I coming through loud and clear? So I think I might shift to my other Wi-Fi or sit over here. Let's just switch my Wi-Fi to the other. So if you're just joining in, I think I'm having... Good morning. Can you hear me? Please let me know. I've had to switch locations because I think my internet was dodgy back in my other place. But I think I've got people coming in. So can you please let me know if you can hear me? Oh, Puss is here to visit. You want to come and say hello to our friends? You're warm. Someone's been sitting in the sun. Good morning. This is Puss. And today is the Friday the 17th of November, and it's about 8 o'clock a.m. here. And I'm here to pull some cards. I'm going to pull some cards not for individuals, but for everyone in general, for Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Excellent, you can hear me. Welcome everybody. Puss is liking a little pat this morning. So I trust you're well. The weather here is beautiful. It's only 7 degrees. I thought it was going to be really cold, but it's actually quite warm. There you go, miss. Okay, so let's just fix this up a little bit. All right, so welcome. Let's just get straight into it. I've got my card reading club coming up, so I need to go and get ready for that. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. So let's look for the best card that the majority of us need now for Friday, the 17th of November. So Friday the 17th, and the best card that we need for Friday is this. It's a Speed of Light Oracle card, and it's Harmony, card 43, and it says, sound tuned in, expression, music, and song. So this is about getting back into harmony, just like the harmony or the cooperation, the collaboration of an orchestra or a band or a collection of musicians coming together to create a harmony together, and looking at how we can find this harmony in our life, especially on Friday. It might be something that some of us are trying to find this, you know, sometimes when we're playing in an orchestra or a band or with other musicians, we have to fine-tune our tuning so that our tuning and the note that we play is in tune along with the other musicians whose note is in tune. So sometimes it requires just a small, tiny little tweak to our tuning. It could even be the way we play, depending on the instrument, or the way we're singing, that has us hit the note right in tune. So sometimes the harmony that we're looking for and the tuning is very fine and just requires some gentle tapping into place, or some gentle adjustments to get into that tuning space so we can find that harmony. And this is what I feel with this particular card today, almost like it's a incremental, gentle, just slight tweaks and slight adjustments. So what is out of harmony or balance, which is the same sort of thing, in your life at this time, or within you, especially emotionally, mentally, physically? And what tweaking is required? Do you need to make some tweaks to your diet? Do you need to make some tweaks to your exercise or lack of, and get a little bit more active in your life? Do you need to listen a little bit more to how you feel? Do you need to express yourself a little more honestly and openly and clearly? Do you need to find an outlet for your expression, like journal writing or talking to someone, or expressing yourself in some way through dance or creating, or through art of some sort? Do you need to listen a little bit more to what you're thinking? Do you need to pick and choose your thoughts just a little bit more? See, all this feels just like really fine tweaking and tuning and adjustment, so that we can find a harmony within all those parts that make us who we are. So we can find a harmony within those parts, so they come together more like a harmonic, balanced orchestra. So all those aspects that make us us. We can even expand that out into our relationships. What about our relationships needs tweaking? Usually it's communication. Do we need to speak up? Do we need to put some effort into our relationships so that we can stay in touch and stay in contact? So these types of things feels like they're important on Friday. And this card also highlights music and sound. So there might be a song that we just really love to listen to right now, that we want to feel and let the sound and the feeling of it run through us while we listen. So that's our card for Friday, harmony and tweaking and adjusting our personal harmony and balance at this time. Excellent. All right, so next card is for Saturday the 18th of November. Saturday the 18th. My windsock blew down over the weekend and I haven't had a chance to put it back up yet. So I'm sort of missing the windsock, which would be sitting right here, just blowing a little bit in the wind. But I'll put that up today probably. So Saturday the 18th of November, the best card for the majority of us is this Animal Kingdom Oracle, and it's the solar cycle. So this is a featured timing card. It has further instructions here which say to take the top card from the deck. So that's easy. We just grab this card, and it's the Emperor Moth. So this is for Saturday. These two cards have come up together for a reason. So we're going to look at them separately first, and then we'll look at their relationship together. So the solar cycle is card 52, and it says 24 hours, past or future. So on Saturday, because we're looking at the day of Saturday, we're looking at the 24-hour period of Saturday. So pretty much from midnight to midnight, Saturday to Sunday. But it might overlap a little bit. It might go from late Friday into late Saturday for some of us, or early Saturday into early Sunday. So we're looking at a 24-hour period that's important or highlighted. This card also tends to remind us to take each day as it comes. So if we've got something coming up on Saturday, or something coming up over the early part of the weekend, or late on Friday, early on Sunday, then we might find it helpful not to get too ahead of ourselves with whatever it is that we've got coming up, it might be better to just take the day as it comes kind of thing and just see what happens and go with the flow of the day. So that sometimes comes up too for this card. Now the Emperor Moth is card 14, and it says to put things into order. So this is putting things into order, and it's usually paperwork or paperwork involved. It doesn't have to be, but it does tend to be paperwork involved. It's very much about tying up loose ends. So there might be some ends that are dangling in our life that we need to tie up, and we need to complete, and we need to sort out, and we need to finalise, especially over that 24-hour period around Saturday. So what do you need to put into order? What's been hovering and hanging about that feels uncomfortable because, oh, I must do this. I must do this thing. I must sort out this paperwork. I must do these taxes. I must put in this application. I must do this spring clean. What have you been saying that you must do, but you haven't done it yet? Like, I must hang up the windsock. I mean, that's very trivial and very minute of a thing. But are there little ends that are hanging for you that you need to tighten up and tie up? Maybe you've been meaning to contact someone for a while. Maybe you've been meaning to reach out to a friend or a family member who is on your mind, but you haven't actually made the effort or found the time to make the phone call or go for a visit. Well, this is the time to do it, especially during this 24-hour period, approximately, especially highlighted around Saturday, is to make that effort to tie up that loose end. And it might not be something we particularly want to do, which might be why it hasn't been done yet, or it hasn't been priority, but there's this sense that we will feel better once these ends are tied up, and once we get these things, these little trivial things, they probably are trivial for the most part, once we get those things done. For some of us, they're not trivial. It might be quite an important thing that we're tying up, and paperwork that we just have to do, and we just got to do it. And so it's favourable to really focus on those things for around Saturday. So let's now look for the best card for Sunday. Welcome everybody. It seems like we can't get past 10 views today, so that's a classic Facebook suppression there. But hopefully more people watch the replay. But welcome to you all, those 10 of you who have squeezed in. Welcome. So the best card for Sunday, the 19th of November, is... it's this card. It's another Animal Kingdom, and it's this... we've got the lunar cycle now. So this is another featured timing card, and it has further instructions here which say to take the second card from the top of the deck. So we'll go down to this, and we've got the doe. So we've got the doe and the lunar cycle. So again, let's look at these separately, then we'll look at them together. So for Sunday, lunar cycle card 53. Oh, okay, that's interesting. My screen is stuck on 10. The lunar cycle card 53 talks about 1 month, a 1 month cycle. So we're looking from Sunday the 19th of November through to around the 19th of December. And it might not be exactly that, but around that time period, there's a 1 month period of focus here. So are we finalising things over the next month? Are we counting down to something that's happening in a month? There might be something that's happening for us around that 19th of December. And I can associate that straight away with the 16th of December, which is my last band concert for the year. So I can bring that back to the 16th. Maybe you've got something happening around the 19th of December. Well, welcome everybody who's watching, because Facebook is stuck for me. So this is the 1 month cycle. Now this 1 month cycle is highlighted. So something happening potentially around that period, or it being a period of what the doe's message is, which is card 41, and the doe says to feel deeply. This is a deep feeling card, a sensitivity card, a feeling our way through something. And because we're looking at a month period, and the lunar cycle tends to be fairly emotional as well, it ties into that emotional sort of energy. So there's a emphasis here around moving through an emotional thing, or an emotional time period for this 1 month approximately. It doesn't mean we should go, oh no, I'm going to have an emotional month. I feel it's just like a sensitivity, and maybe something to be aware of so that we can pay attention to it and work with it. And I like working with my sensitivity by reminding myself to feel my way through. And it doesn't mean I'm an emotional wreck all the time, because that's unexpressed emotions. When we're an emotional wreck, and things are raw and we're not really listening to our feeling, then they can tend to get very loud and boisterous and very present in our life. But if we can be in a healthy state of emotion and recognizing that we are sensitive right now, or that we're feeling our way through this journey or this path or whatever it is that we're going through over this next month, then that will help us ride the wave, if you like, or go with the flow. Going with the flow requires an element of sensitivity or an element of feeling, just like it requires an element of being rational and using common sense and thinking our way through as well. And working with both of those elements together, the mind and the emotions, to come together and unite to feel our way forward or flow forward, and be in that flow and finding that flow and that rhythm of our life, and how that works for us and how that feels for us. So we might find a bit of a heightened state of feeling over the next month, especially on Sundays. That sort of month kicks off, or around Sunday. And we're being encouraged to listen to how we feel. Let's not push our feelings aside, because the more we do that, the louder they become and the more unbalanced and unhealthy they become too. So we can feel our way forward without being an emotional wreck. And also just, like for me, when I'm feeling my way through, like, it's very personal. I'm not one to really, I definitely wear my heart out on my sleeve, but I deal with my things personally. So when I'm feeling my way through, I'm feeling in my internal place. I'm not feeling that I've got to go and tell everyone what is because of my intense feeling. So feeling is personal. Let's feel our way through. Let's get to know ourselves through our emotions, and let's keep our emotions moving, because they want to be in motion. Moving feelings, one feeling to the next, like swinging from branch to branch in a forest. That's a bit like how I feel my feelings are. So there are our cards for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I trust they support you at this time. I'm going to pull a theme card in just a moment, but before I do, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. You're 10 plus people. Excellent. Thank you so much for being here. If you've enjoyed this video, please interact. Please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment, please share if you're inspired to. And if you'd prefer to connect more privately, then please send us a message through our website. So I've decided I had 2 workshops coming up here at my studio on the 25th and 26th of November, but bookings are very minimal. So I've cancelled those, and I've decided to have another open weekend, especially for those of you who may have missed it, on the 11th and 12th of November. Basically, I'll be in my studio working all of that weekend, and I decided that I'll swing my doors open as well. So if you're in Tasmania and you're coming through Campbelltown in the middle of Tasmania, I will have an open studio if you want to pop in and say hello and have a chat and have a cuppa. There'll be no play this time. So that's Saturday, the 25th and 26th of November. You can learn more at my website, leannepeters.com. And thank you to everyone who did visit my grand studio opening on the 11th and 12th. It was quite incredible. If you want to learn more about my cards, the Speed of Light or the Animal Kingdom, then you can learn more on my website, templeofbalance.com.au. And if you want to learn more about me and the work I do here, if you'd like to join my online classes today, so my card reading club class starts in 45 minutes. It's not too late to join. If you'd like to spend an hour playing with your cards with us on Zoom, our theme is Revival. And then in about 8 hours from now is my next online art class. And we're starting a 5-part self-discovery series. And our first part today is on initiation. So if you'd like to join us on Zoom for our online art class, it happens once a month. It's on today in 8 hours time, approximately, or 9 from now. So thanks for joining me. Let's grab the best card for our theme for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So the theme card is, it seems quite personal actually, just reflecting over the cards. There's a lot of timing involved because we've got 2 timing cards, which is quite unusual. So there might be a timing of things, trusting in perfect timing. But it feels to me too like Friday, Saturday and Sunday, for the most part, is quite internal. So we might be really looking at our inner environment, our inner landscape, our feelings, emotions, our thoughts, our physical body and the state of our body. Is it feeling healthy and supported? And if not, what can we do to support our body better by eating better or exercising better? So, 41, welcome everybody. This is our theme. It's funny because our bottom card is the card we've just seen, which almost became our theme, but instead we have, now that's weird because I separated these 2 cards in the deck and they made their way back together. Okay, so this is double emphasizing the cycle of the moon. And let's see which card we get with it this time. It says to take the second card from the top of the deck, and we have pause. Okay, so this is very much highlighting that internal energy. So this is our double time, second time getting the lunar cycle. So again, it talks about 1 month. So we're now looking at this weekend to the weekend in 4 weeks' time, approximately. So not only Sunday, but we're looking at Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So what are we, the 17th to the 19th, and then around the 17th to the 19th of December. What's happening for you in the middle of December? Because there must be something happening for many of us for this to come up. And like I said, I've already got something for the 16th that is actually tied up with that weekend on the Saturday, the 16th. So this really lines in well. And so the next 1 month is highlighted. What are we doing over this next 1 month? What's happening in 1 month? And then, of course, the emphasis on the lunar energy, which is very emotional and cyclic as well. There's cycles occurring. And we've got card 25, pause. So this really highlights what I was already feeling for the theme, which is that internal energy. This says limbo, time. Well, I'm doing this out of order. Limbo, time, hold, transition, and suspension. So we might find as a theme this weekend that things might feel like they're in limbo, like things are paused, like there's this holding back feeling in some ways. We might not feel as into or involved with our life as we have been or would like to be. And there might be, well, usually the reason for that is that we've withdrawn. So a part of us has slipped back. And maybe a part of us has slipped back through grief or just trying to process things, trying to work out where our harmony is in life, where our balance is. Maybe we're healing. Maybe we're recovering from something. Maybe we just don't feel that outward or extroverted over the weekend. And it might not be the whole weekend, but for some of it, we might feel more like that we want to sit back quietly and just process and digest and incubate our ideas and just sit quietly inside. So everything will be okay and people will be okay while we do this and while we need this time to heal and to mend and to rest. Now the limbo side of this card, the limbo, the pause, suggests that there's something sort of hovering, there's something that we're waiting on, there's something that we might have to be patient with at this time that's not happening yet. Also, the transition element of this card suggests that we're in between things. We might be finalising and closing some doors in our life, and we might be preparing to open some new doors as well and have some new beginnings start. And we might be kind of in between these things, you know, hovering in this transitional period. It's like the hallway as we come out of one door and go into another in our life. We kind of walk through the hallway where we're transitioning through. So there's adjustments that need to be made. There might be changes to our routine that we're kind of getting our head around and figuring out too at the moment. And this might be something that happens over this next month. So we might find a general pause, or we're transitioning through some shift in our life, some change over the next month approximately. and that this is highlighted this weekend for some reason. It might be something we want to contemplate, really feel upon, and look at what we need to tie up, what we need to get into order, the balance that we're looking for, and what we're feeling our way through. That might be highlighted this weekend, but it's going to probably stay or be appropriate for the next approximate 4 weeks. So there are our cards, quite specific actually for this particular weekend. So have a good one, and happy feeling your way forward and getting back into your flow and figuring out where this next chapter of your life is taking you. I look forward to seeing my card reading club people in less than an hour, in 40 minutes. I'll see you soon. To the rest of you, have a great weekend, and I'll be back on Monday with some guidance. So take care, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.